Got one question right, and it was a guess. I'm fuming, man.
Hello everyone, welcome to Football Brehz, a platform where rival fans discuss, debate and banter each other on all topics that are football. My name is DOS and I'll be your host for today's show. Back with us, we have Arsenal fan Kemal, we have Chelsea fan Kadus, we have Liverpool fan Isha, and making his debut for the first time on Football Brehz, we have long-time Manchester United fan, James. Welcome, James. How you doing? You ready for the banter?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm just here. I just want to kill Liverpool too.
It should get ready. It should get ready.
Let's do this.
So before we get into the topic today, I just want to remind you one thing. Please subscribe, like, share, comment. Subscribe, like, share, comment. Subscribe, like, share, comment, so that we can keep delivering great content for you guys. We've been having fun doing this for the past few weeks, but we want to keep doing this and making it grow even more. So moving on to today's topic, we're going to be looking at the most successful teams to have come out of the Premier League. So we're talking about 4 teams that we're going to look into, and we're going to rank them from first to fourth. So the top 4 teams that we're looking at is the Arsenal Invincibles team. We're looking at the great Chelsea team from Jose Mourinho that first year. We're also going to be looking at the Manchester City Centurions, that incredible year that they had. And then we're also, of course, going to be looking at the treble-winning Manchester United team. We're going to be discussing why these teams should be where they are, who's first, who's second, who's third, who's fourth, and discussing why they're there.
Are we not going to mention Liverpool's COVID-19 team?
Okay, cool. So Liverpool haven't got no top team to be added in that, no? Okay, cool.
Like the COVID-19 team, right?
Is you going to reply to that?
No.
No. Okay, perfect. So
I ain't got nothing to say to that. The thing is, yeah, the last great Liverpool team was when, like, 80s, isn't it? So I've got no debate here.
Fair enough.
Do you get me?
Fair enough. So let's move on. Let's look at fourth place. Let's start looking at fourth place. So I'm going to first take it to, I'm going to take it to Isha first. We're going to talk about fourth place. Let's make it snappy. Who do you see as going fourth and why?
Fourth place for me, this is really, really dark, man. I know this guy's going to hate me. I know he's going to hate me, but it's going to have to be Chelsea, man. It's going to have to be Chelsea. For me, one of the main reasons why I looked at Chelsea, that Chelsea team was absolutely amazing. Like, they broke some records. I think at the time they scored the most goals in the season. They won the double, obviously. They were the first team to topple that Man United's ownership of the Premier League. Do you know what I mean? Like, to do it the way they did it, Arsenal did it here, but the way Chelsea did it was scarier for me. Because with Arsenal, they'd start getting picked off. Like, it tapered off after that season. Like, after that Invincible season, Arsenal was kind of like, Chelsea looks like they were here to stay. Do you know what I mean? So for me, that was a big threat to United, and it was the biggest one. So for me, it was always going to be really close. But for me, Chelsea, purely because when I look at the other 3 candidates, they all did something that no one else has done to this day. Yeah. Like, no one else has won that treble that United's won. No one's gone invincible like Arsenal. And nobody has got more than 100 points in a season in the way that City did it as well. So they've all done something no one else has been able to do.
Yeah, that's true.
And Chelsea's won the double. Lots of teams have won the double. But their claim to fame in that season was they were amazing in the way they did it, and they came out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. So for me, it's tough, but I've got to say Chelsea fourth.
Fair enough.
But they're a worthy fourth. Let's put it that way, because they're a fantastic team.
Is there anybody that will contest that? So, Kadus, will you contest Chelsea being in fourth place?
Be real. Come on now, not bias.
Well, before I go into that, bro, can I ask how many games did Arsenal win in their Invincibles?
26.
I think it was 22. 26. Okay. And they drew 12.
26.
12 or 26.
Yeah.
Can I tell you something? Real quick. Do you know how many they lost? 0.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
0. Okay.
I'm just saying. No, that's fine. That's fine. I just want to just kind of.
Chelsea won 29. Chelsea won 29.
What other records did you break that season?
We went unbeaten.
What other
Unbeaten.
records did you break?
Okay,
We don't need to go break any records. We went unbeaten.
Okay, cool. All right, that's fine.
hold
But
on.
no,
Okay,
that's
so what are you saying? So are you saying that you
No.
reckon?
You know what? You know what? Here's the thing. Right? I have to be honest as a football fan. As a Chelsea fan, I could argue that 04-05 team was sensational. We were sensational. We broke many records,
Very good.
individually and as a team. Right? You know, we scored the most amount of goals, 98, which we then broke in Ancelotti's tenure as manager. You know, just the way that we dominated the league, and then you know, it kind of we built a platform to where we are now. That was the blueprint of success, which we're still kind of reaping the benefits from now. But if I was to talk about it from a football's perspective, you know, as much as I hate to say it, Arsenal went and they were unbeaten for an entire season. Yeah. Granted, Chelsea won more games. Granted, you can say that.
3.
But
And
still,
for the entire season, but how many games did they lose, you know, outside of the Premier League? I mean, yes.
It don't matter. It don't matter about that.
It does matter because we're not only looking at Premier League, we're looking at every trophy that people have won.
Okay. Yeah. Well, if you want to talk about that, yeah. Well, then obviously Arsenal got knocked out of the what was it? First of all, it was the semi-finals by Manchester United. Then we lost to actually Chelsea in the quarterfinals to the Champions League. Yeah. So we went from back-to-back losses and then battered Liverpool 4-2.
Were you a European powerhouse, bro? If you're a team, we only made it to right. You see Arsenal on the schedule and you go, like, what's the reaction? Is it going to be oh shit, or is it actually going to be food? That's when we look at Arsenal, we kind of go food. What we say
next round when you get Arsenal.
You know what I mean? Exactly. When we see Arsenal, it's like, yum.
No. Hold on.
I ain't gonna lie.
In that day, can I?
Sorry, but keep going. Sorry.
Like, starters. That's what we're gonna have.
In that day,
you're not even the main. It was just like,
Kadus, you've asked me a question. Would you like me to respond to it?
Continue. Yeah, that's fine, bro.
Okay, cool. So in that day, I decided to do. You know, that was the team. Should we talk about the team? People looked at that team and doo-dooed themselves, okay? They were shaking in their damn boots when they saw that team.
United didn't shake in their boots though.
They did. They were worried. They were worried. Yes, they were worried.
I watched Gary Neville's interview about that. He said the one team that actually made them scared was the Arsenal team, more than any other team.
No, he didn't say scared. I watched that same.
They were worried.
The one rival.
They were concerned.
He said that they're all like 6'2", built like this. And he was like, when you look at them, they're scary, like imposing players, but they're skillful.
Thank you.
There's many. I can pose an argument as to why I don't think so. But if we were to look at it in the grand scheme of things, in terms of what that team actually accomplished, which was groundbreaking. Regardless where we go, 12 draws. No one has had an invincible season since Arsenal done it. Yeah. And I think we have to credit that. You know, there's been many things that Chelsea's accomplished, but a few of those records have been broken. But so I'd say 4 place for Arsenal. Keep it short and sweet.
4 place for Arsenal.
For Chelsea, sorry.
I think
we're not even 4th in the league. I don't know what's going on with me today.
I think we can all agree that Chelsea will take 4th place there. So this is going to start getting interesting now. 3rd place. I'm going to move it to, let's say, James. James, who?
Hold up, Mook. Sorry, Mook. Right, but don't just dust past Chelsea like shit.
I didn't dust past.
You disrespect my club. Don't disrespect my club like that, mate. I just told you, regardless whether we're 4th place or not, mate.
Okay.
That 04-05 team needs to be shown some respect.
Okay, I'll show you a little bit of respect.
And we got mugged off in the Champions League, and you know that, Isha. You mugged us off in that Champions League, bro.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Don't worry about it. Let's continue.
Also, Chelsea only conceded like 15 goals that season, so I'll give them a lot of props.
15 goals.
Yeah,
9 goals away as well. 9 goals away.
Typical Jose.
We gave you the props.
Thank you.
Is all of these props going to change you from 4th place?
Because you guys just went, 4th, and let's just continue.
Right, nah. Okay, cool. So now we all agree that the formidable Chelsea team are in 4th place, but it's going to get interesting now going into 3rd. So I'm going to move this over to James. James, who would you say is 3rd and why?
It's a difficult one for me, 2nd and 3rd, but I would probably say, I will say Man City for the 3rd. believe it or not, because we all know I dislike Arsenal. But being real about it, I would say it has to be City for me. That has to go third. I think, again, what Arsenal done is something that was incredible. So going unbeaten for the whole season is an absolute madness. So no, they're going to be the Invincibles.
The Invincibles.
Yeah, no, for real. So going unbeaten for the whole season, I'm not sure anyone else is going to do that. Certainly not Liverpool.
So that's interesting that you say that. I'm going to go to Kemal and see if he has a different view to that, because I have my thoughts, but I'll let you guys discuss. So Kemal, would you agree with James or you disagree in third place?
I do agree with James.
Okay.
But I have to give City a lot of props, because the records that they broke, listen, most points in the Premier League, they got the most goals, 106. They won 32 games. So they were killing it. I've got to give props to a man like Pogba, because he shattered a few dreams when they beat them 3-2. Pogba scored 86th minute.
Okay, so then if you say that, okay, so Kemal, you say that. Kadus and Isha, do you guys have a different opinion to those, to James and Kemal? Okay, so Isha, go.
Yeah. This was really tough for me, man, because I feel like it's kind of like a direct toss-up, because if you said to someone, would you rather be unbeaten for a season or be the first team to get more than 100 points? What would you take? And that's tough. Do you know what I mean? Because like I look at Arsenal's unbeaten season, right? And
That's an easy.
that is amazing to take. But for me, like I can't ignore the fact that they drew
100%.
as many games as they did. Like if Arsenal had gone unbeaten in a similar way to City had won their season, so Arsenal won 32 games, drew 5 games, and then won 32 say and drew 6, something like that. Then I'd be like, yo, that is next level kind of consistency. But for me, I look at what Arsenal did. Like Man City were competitive in a whole lot of other cups that season as well, not just the Premier League. I think they won the Carling Cup, whatever it's called at this time, Carabao Cup. I'm not sure if they won. No, they didn't win the FA Cup that season.
They didn't. They did
the double.
No, they got knocked out early.
Yeah, they did the double that season, I think.
But they go to the quarterfinals of the Champions League, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
They did.
You can't rule that out.
Yeah,
Arsenal got to the quarterfinals as well of the Champions League and the Invincible. But you know what City done? City actually drew 4, but they lost 2 games. They lost.
For sure.
Yeah.
But you're only sticking to one component, though. You're only sticking to the loss.
Yeah.
It's still a hard thing to go to the whole season unbeaten, because Liverpool attempted to do that this season, and unfortunately it didn't happen. And they were praying to do that. As much as they wanted to win the season, the amount of points that they've done, they've destroyed a lot of people. I give Liverpool so much props. They were playing good football. VAR helped them a hell of a lot. But
yes.
Say that again, Kemal.
VAR helped them a hell of a lot.
We're not talking about...
now we've got COVID-19, so it's all good, man.
Okay, let's go back to the point. So Isha was basically saying that City Centurions, the amount of records that they broke, it's not just a record. They broke a lot of records.
Exactly.
Arsenal broke one record, which was the unbeaten, which is a hard thing to do, and it's an amazing thing to do, and I won't take that away. But City breaking the 100-goal mark, or 100-point, mark. They also they scored the most goals. They broke scoring the most goals in that.
At Liverpool,
they won the most games in the league. They won the league the earliest it's ever been won. And
and the most wins. The most wins as well. No one's beaten that.
That's what
could, but when you add all of that up, man, you can't really ignore that. Like Arsenal, if Arsenal that season had gone unbeaten and scored the most goals, maybe the best defense, like all of these things thrown in, then you could say, okay, we can compare more. But when Arsenal's got one thing which is big, like we're not, every one of these teams in this 4 have done something big, right? Arsenal being invincible is a big metric to have. But when
if that's the case, Isha, then Arsenal should be 4th.
Nah, because I feel like what Arsenal achieved that season,
give me 1 minute,
was absolutely amazing. It was absolutely amazing. Like, and again, doing something that no one else has done yet.
And they won more trophies as well. And they won more trophies as well. And they played better football. Okay, did they play?
Thank you. That's what I didn't even. I wasn't even talking about that yet. Arsenal played beautiful football.
No. But who played better football? City or Arsenal?
City by a mile.
That's what I'm saying.
Nobody has played better football than City that season.
So
Period.
did they? Where did they learn how to play that football? From Arsenal.
Conte's Chelsea, mate.
Pep learned how to play football from Arsenal, man. Come on now. They learned how to play football from Arsenal. Yeah, of course.
Pep learned from Wenger.
Pep learned from Wenger.
Fewest games conceded in the Premier League, 15. Fewest goals conceded in the Premier League season away, 9 goals. Most goals scored, granted, Man City beat that, but at the time, 98, then it was 103. Most in the Premier League season. We've had there's many things that we broke at the time, right? At the time.
Yeah.
Hold on.
So if I
Kadus, City played incredible football compared to Liverpool, as compared to Chelsea.
With that logic.
Yeah. Kadus, we're not going back to Chelsea, bro.
Chelsea didn't play good football. Chelsea weren't playing good football.
No, they played good football. They just didn't play as good football as Arsenal or City, but Chelsea did.
No way. Yeah, they played okay, but not on the levels of City and Arsenal.
When Fabregas was there, they were doing some craziness, but not on the same level as the other two. No.
Yeah.
Sure. But that's why I'm saying Chelsea are.
Did you say Fabregas? Fabregas weren't there in 2003.
04. I'm still talking about 04 or 05.
Going back to the topic. So, James and Kemal both saying City for third. Isha saying Arsenal for third, I'm assuming. So, Kadus, is down to you now. So, who are you saying for third place based on everything that we heard without going into too much depth?
I mean, look, this is in two minds, because if I was to look at the Arsenal and City team, I mean, the feats that City accomplished in terms of just the attacking force, they were. I don't remember really being that much in awe of a team to the point where it got past the point of when City would play Chelsea, it wasn't like, oh, I'm scared. It was like City. It was there was a different sort of tenacity about them.
Yeah.
Which is something that we can't deny. But you know,
if
we're going to be talking about achievements.
Mm-hmm.
If we're going to be talking about achievements, if we're going to be talking about something that is still yet to be done, I mean, we still have to then consider what Arsenal has achieved. But granted, yes, the majority of them were draws.
Well, not
the majority of them. You just went mad. What do you mean the majority of them were draws?
Whatever, draws, don't matter. Like, it don't matter.
So what do you say then? What do you say, Kadus? Third place. Who's third place for you?
I say City would be third.
Okay, cool.
Close. Arsenal would just edge it. Edge it.
Okay, fair enough.
It's changed. That's what it is.
Good thing it didn't come to me, because I think my one was a bit tough. I think I would have chosen City based on what I love to watch, and just watching City. I think I'd never been frightened to play a team, because I knew that there was a derby there as well. So it even encouraged them even more to destroy, because it was a derby, and that's kind of what got me worried every time we played City in that season. And we weren't at our best.
You beat them though. That's the thing. You actually beat them in that year. You beat them 3-2.
Yeah, but that's because of the derby. I think because of the derby, and it's like tension, and you know, anything can happen in a derby, as you guys know. But when you play a team like that, like 9 times out of 10, you're losing that game in that season. So that's why
5-0 half time.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why, and they're the only team that can destroy you, and you're 4-5 down at half time. Like,
yeah,
no could have done that. No other team could have done that. And I'm talking about when 2 big teams play each other, not against Ipswich or Everton. They do that to the big teams. So I would have picked City, but it doesn't count unless it's between you guys. So let's say City are in third place. So now we're going to get to first and second. Instead of just saying second, we might as well discuss both. Of course, it's between the Arsenal Invincibles, the Manchester United treble winning team.
Arsenal second. It was second.
Whoa, look at this car.
Are we even talking about it?
To be honest with you, I wouldn't even have Arsenal on the list. To be honest with you, you just kind of have to. It's like.
So let's say we're gonna first go to Kemal, since Kemal's very enthusiastic. Kemal first. Kemal, what are you saying?
Be real, Kemal. Be real.
What do you mean? What am I saying? Let me just talk about Arsenal real quick.
Nah, man.
Did you know? Did you know? Yo,
first,
1 second.
Let's go, bro.
I'm talking about where they're coming.
Just don't go on a crazy story.
That's where you're
second.
Coming 10th.
Second.
Okay, go.
That's what you're coming.
Okay, cool. Did you know? Arsenal won the league at Tottenham. Yo, where's Ben at, man? Where's Ben at? We didn't even win this. We just won the league at Tottenham. You know, and what the most jokes was, we drew, and then we have 4 more games to play. And you know how hard it is that's why I give City props as well, because they won it a lot earlier than Arsenal. But Arsenal still had 4 more games to play. They were champions. I heard an interview with Henry. They was like, they wanted to go out and celebrate, but they weren't celebrating because Arsene Wenger wanted to win the league without losing. And they done 2 draws and 2 wins. But they done it. They done it. They got it gold. It was gold. Gold. And just to let you know, James, just to let you know, Kadus, stop interrupting. It's rude. James, just to let you know, we didn't beat Manchester United. We did not beat Manchester United that season.
Of
I was
course
quite
not.
annoyed. It was 2 draws. But we beat everyone else. We beat Chelsea home and away as well.
Who broke your
And we
record?
beat Liverpool home and away.
Who broke your record?
49.
Oh, didn't you guys have the 50 and not out t-shirt on? And Man United changed shirts with you at half time.
Manchester United.
It's funny how you
want to change.
It's funny how you weren't able to replicate that success again, though. Do you know what I mean? It must be quite sad looking at.
So can I answer my question? So the team that I'm putting second is the beloved Arsenal, because Manchester United, that treble, they done something incredible. They went on and we all know what they done. So I would put them first. But they did lose. They lost in the Premiership. I think they lost 1 or 3 games. They lost.
Let me ask you a question. You get the choice: go invincible, draw 16 games or whatever it was, but you're going to be invincible, but you don't win anything else, or you win all 3 trophies.
A double.
The double plus the.
Well, we've done the double. Kadus, we've done the double. We've done the double. Hold on. We've done the double. We've done the double.
You're not letting it go.
We've done the double. Hold on. We've done the double. Kadus, you're 4th. Yeah, sit there and shh.
But you're 10th though.
Mad. I'm just like.
So,
Kadus, have you got one of these? Have you got one of these? Okay, cool.
But it's like that big.
Show me a European trophy, bro. Show it to me.
We've got a European champion. We've got a European trophy.
Oh, you know
we
that
have a trophy.
What, in 56 when you win it?
A B-Tech one, yeah.
Man.
That's like the milk cup.
We've got one. We've got one.
There was like 2 teams in Europe.
So Kemal, so you're saying that
I'm putting United first, okay? I put United first, Arsenal second, City third, and Chelsea 4th.
James?
So basically, Chelsea have lost. That's what I'm basically saying. They're lost.
Agree with that?
Mad.
Yeah, 100%. It has to be. You hit the nail on the head, OS, when you said, would you rather win 3 trophies or win one dead little 6-inch high gold trophy?
Yeah, what was it so small?
Whatever it is.
Is it so small?
Ashes.
Ain't that small? It isn't that small. I've actually seen it in person.
came out happy,
Stadium.
Bro, it's small, bro. They're holding it like
It's tiny. He's holding it with one finger, exactly.
Bro, I saw like Brehz holding it with fingers and not the whole hand, bro.
But it's what you bring to the tea party, mate. You know what I mean? Them little fancy little things you bring to the tea party.
Unfortunately, Kadus, you're not invited.
I swear to the Queen.
Oh. You're not welcome. It's a party you'll never be attending.
Listen,
But for sure, 3 trophies. There's no comparison, is there? I mean, if you look at how many we lost some of those games towards the end, we were competing for 3 trophies. We won 3 trophies in 1 week because we still hadn't won the league until the final day of the season.
True.
We had to beat Spurs to win it, and then we went and we beat Newcastle 2-0, and then obviously the Bayern Munich one is history. You know, we came back from behind.
Because
3 trophies in 1 week.
You had to win, I think, 13 or 14 games. The rest of the season, you had to win. It wasn't about getting those draws. Exactly. It was getting the W's. And that is incredible. The amount of pressure that you guys must have been under to win every single game.
I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, that feeling, I don't think I've ever experienced that. Like just that 1 week, that 1 week of experiencing those wins. And even the Champions League, I was resigned to losing. When we were down from the beginning, I was like, okay, we've come back many times, and I was like, there's a chance. But Bayern Munich, like, outplayed us that game. And I was just like, I'm okay. I'm okay with the season because we did incredible. We won the double. But on top of them coming back, that spirit that they showed to come back and to steal it from Bayern Munich, I mean, I don't think I've ever felt euphoria like that before in my life. That was incredible, man. Seriously.
And look, and is that because
crazy?
Is that because you've experienced your team winning the Champions League? Is that? Is that what that
For sure. That's probably why. There's some people won't know that, but
Yeah, okay. Cool.
Mad.
yeah.
Only that milk, that dead, what was it, Cup Winners' Cup that they won, like, that no one cared about.
Arsenal still won a European
Jade, what is that?
champion.
The cup? The what? The
The
cup?
milk
Arsenal won
cup
a-
or something.
Oh,
Not a
okay.
milk cup. Kadus,
Yeah.
how does it feel being fourth? How does it feel?
Well, it's fine because we got Champions League, but how does it feel being 10th? That's what I want to know.
We're talking about 10th, bro.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought you were talking about the leagues, the position in the leagues.
Gold. Always believing gold. Dun, 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 dun. Chelsea are
Nah,
rubbish.
I can't do this anymore, man.
Always
Seriously.
believing gold.
Lads.
Let's go to Isha.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
All right, let's go
1,
to
2, 3, 4. Oh. Okay, cool. Shush, yeah?
Kemal's muted. So let's go to Isha. Isha, what are you saying? What are you saying?
For me, it's not even a debate, man. Arsenal. For me, I put Arsenal third in it. So I would have said City second and Man United first.
Yeah.
Because what Man United did to be the best in England, to be the best cup team in England, because the FA Cup's the best cup thing you can win, and be the best team in Europe in one season, for me, can't be rivaled. So for me, man, that was always going to happen. And like the way United did it as well, you weren't even the best team in Europe at the time, but you just did what you had to do. The same way Chelsea did it. They weren't the best team at the time, but they ran through Barca, Bayern, everyone. So you got to give a lot of respect to a team that can do something like that.
Be the champion.
So let's wrap that up. So what we've come to an agreement with everybody is that
Arsenal shit.
Chelsea,
Liverpool too.
even though they were a formidable team, they were in fourth place. Manchester City third place. Second place, Arsenal's Invincibles. First place, Manchester United's treble winning team. Everybody's good with that.
Yeah.
Nah, but it's cool.
No, okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go into the quiz, the fun part. I say the fun part of the show, just to test out the knowledge of everybody. What we're going to do, the same as we do every other week, we're going to have a semi-final, and then we're going to have a final. So the semi-final in this week, first one is going to be between Kemal and James. And then the semi-final part 2 is going to be between Kadus and Isha. The same rules as before. We're going to have 3 questions that we're going to ask you. Best of 3 will win and proceed to the final. Make sense?
So the first person to say?
It's the
First person to call it? Okay.
And also the other thing to add on to that as well is you only have one answer. You can't say more than one answer. First question. When did Chelsea first win the Premier League?
03 or 4.
Kemal didn't get that right.
Mad.
He didn't get it.
What?
04 or 05.
Yeah.
So they never won it in 03 or 4?
Nope. 04.
That's when Eric.
Oh,
That's when Eric.
Invincible. What are you talking about?
Damn.
Yeah, what am I talking about? Yeah.
Dying all over the place. I can't believe
03 or
it.
4 is Invincible.
Keep that,
Yeah,
please.
at the moment.
Mukta, please keep that.
Keep that out.
Thank you, sir.
It's at
I'm
the moment,
vindicated.
man.
So none of you got that question right.
It's at a bloody moment.
Oh, you did have a bloody moment. So question number 2. Who was the youngest player ever to score a Premier League goal? I'm going to give you choices. First choice, A, is Wayne Rooney. Second choice, B, is Andy Turner. Third choice, C, James Vaughan.
Rooney.
And who do you say, Kemal?
Oh, can you name the second and third one, please?
The second one was Andy Turner. And then the third one was C, James Vaughan.
I think it's B. I think it's to play that plays for Chelsea.
What?
Anyway, B. I'll go B.
Just went somewhere else. All right. No, so none of you got it right. It was C,
Let's see.
James Vaughan.
It was Rooney at one point though,
It
right?
was really at one point there.
I think it was Rooney until this guy broke it. This guy broke it in 2005. Let's continue. So the last question. So whoever
We're both dying anyway.
wins. You ready? Oh, this is a good one. Who was the youngest ever Premier League referee? A, Michael Oliver. B, Mark Clattenburg. C, Stuart Atwell.
Clattenburg.
You both got it wrong. It's Michael Oliver.
Mad.
The rat who loves Arsenal. Oh.
So I'm going to ask you another question, a tiebreaker, sudden death question. Hopefully one
Dying.
will go through.
It's a hard questions, man. It's a hard questions.
You're
We
getting,
need Isha back.
We're just talking about Chelsea's first Premier League in 04-05.
I know. This guy's going about.
03-04.
Went hard. You should have known that. You said the Arsenal.
Kemal should be knocked out just for that.
I know, it's true.
No, man, I just had a bit of a moment.
I know.
I just
Having
had
it
a
all,
moment. That's all.
having it all day.
Is it like the Juventus Henry one? Is it that one?
Oh,
Next question. Which Australian played for both Leeds and Newcastle in the Premier League? A. Mark Viduka. B. Tim Cahill. C. Mark Schwarzer.
Hey,
oh, who's the options again? Oh,
It
fuck.
doesn't matter. He said it.
Yeah.
Dying.
I knew that one as well, because that joke press will fall against us. Waste, man.
Semi-final number 2. Kadus versus Isha. First question. In which year was the league's name changed from FA Premier League to Premier League? A. 2007. B. 2008. C. 2009.
2007.
B.
Isha 1-0. 2007.
yep.
B is 2008, bro.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
So Isha 1-0. Second question for you guys. Which two players were the only players to have scored in each and every one of the first 16 Premiership seasons, 92 to 93, all the way to 2007, 2008? A. Ryan Giggs and Frank Lampard. B. Ryan Giggs and Gary Speed. C. Ryan Giggs and Steven Gerrard.
A.
Hey.
Both wrong. It's
C.
B.
Lampard and
It's B.
Giggs.
No.
And guys,
Yeah,
B.
Gary Speed. It's Gary Speed and
Speed is no joke, bruv.
Fuck.
Flip.
Yeah.
rest in peace.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Exactly. So right now it's 1-0 to Isha, and this is the last question. So, Kadus, you can try and tie this back. What is the main component of the body of the Premiership trophy? A. Sterling silver. B. Fine silver.
Hey.
C. Silver plated.
Hey.
B.
Isha's in the final. Sterling silver.
Well, you already said it, so fuck it.
I knew I heard it.
That was good. So we're gonna now we have our final, Isha versus Kemal. It's gonna be fun.
Oh boy.
You guys ready?
Let's do this.
First question. According to the official FIFA rulebook, how long can a goalkeeper hold on to the ball for? A, 3 seconds. B, 6 seconds. C, 8 seconds.
8 seconds.
B.
Isha 1-0, 6 seconds.
These kids, I'm dying.
Isha ain't playing, you know. Second question. This question is a serious one. I love this one. Why did the Indian national team withdraw from the FIFA World Cup in 1950?
Oh, I know this.
As a political protest. B, they could not play barefoot. C, not enough players to field a full squad.
B.
Isha wins. It's B, they could not play barefoot.
Isha was not playing. I knew this. I knew all the questions I didn't have. I was dying.
You said
Did you
C.
say? Oh, you said C, bro.
Yeah, you said C, bruv.
B.
You said B. I heard B.
All right.
B.
I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, thank you so much for joining in, guys, and thank you for tuning in and being invested in what we were saying. Let us know what you think. Do you agree with? I'm sure not everybody's going to agree with everything we came out with today. So let us know your thoughts in the comments, please. Please subscribe, please like, please comment. The more you do it, the more we can give back to you. So we're going to give you more content as we keep going along. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Kemal. Thank you, James. Kadus. Thank you, Isha. It's always a pleasure as usual. And then next week, we're going to have a new guest that's going to bring in the banter even more. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Peace.